whenever Wilder's name's mentioned, I mean, temperatures rise. I mean, just the sight of the guy makes my blood boil. That's for sure. I mean, most people know my opinions of Deontay Wilder. I've made enough videos about it. You know, it is what it is with this guy. I honestly believe he probably holds the top 5 in the top excuses of all time.
In the end, it took a crab in a bucket referee and a disloyal trainer to throw the towel in just to stop me.
And you know, there's been when you look in the history of boxing, all the excuses that fighters have used, Wilder tops the table 1 to 5.
I saw in the first fight where Ricky Hatton was pulling down your gloves to put your fist in the improper position. Y'all tried the same method the second time, but this time you scratched flesh out of my ears, which caused my ears to bleed. It's impossible for a brand new 10-ounce glove to bend, to keep a smushed in form, or to have loose space. I highly believe you put something hard in your glove, something the size and the shape of an egg weight. Here's the reason why the side of my face swelled up in an egg weight form.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, it was just what it was with Wilder. He would come out with a excuse and see if people would roll with it, and then when it got debunked, he'd come out with another one. It was just like exactly what in the morning. He'd get up in the morning, think of another excuse of why he got his ass whooped for 7 rounds. I mean, look, I actually enjoyed watching Tyson Fury tell Wilder that there is no third fight. There doesn't need to be. You know my opinions of trilogies. I mean, it's just very rare I want to see a trilogy. I mean, you know, it's got to be a real top fight, competitive fights. You know, when you look at the trilogies in the history of boxing, you know, Gatti Ward's, that's competitive, you know, them sort of fights. Bo Holyfield, you know, they're the trilogies I want to see. I don't want to see a trilogy when the last fight was a 7-round beatdown. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. And look, these fans can get emotional all they want. They can talk about excuses. They could call Tyson Fury a coward. It doesn't matter, because when you look back, the history books will tell you that Deontay Wilder got smashed to pieces for 7.
Are there any pieces like the lasers, the LEDs around the eyes? You think that one was real too? Are there any?
None of them were true. The only thing I'll tell you what happened with what happened with Deontay Wilder. He went in there with a 6'9", 270-pound wrecking machine that was on his ball, on his game. Listen, he couldn't beat Tyson Fury in the worst shape of his career. The guy had been on a coke binge for like a year. He went up to like 400 pounds. I mean, look, he had to lose 147 pounds. Wilder still couldn't beat him. What did you guys actually think was going to happen? Look, Ben Davison's game plan made it half competitive in the first one. It was only that back foot fighting, which is worse than you can do against Wilder, because you will walk onto one eventually. But look, is what it is. None of them excuses fly with me. It's all bullshit.
Of course.
The thing is, when you get a narcissist like Deontay Wilder, they can't accept being beat by a better man, so they have to find reasons why they got beat. And his mind's ticking over every day. And every time one excuse gets debunked, he's got another one in the bag. Come on, man. The guy's a fucking fraud.
Well, I'm just asking because I want to see if his fans
you can say whatever you want,
accept
bro.
everything.
All of that sounds cute and everything, but when you think Fury's one of the best heavyweights, right?
Well, who else?
I think Fury's the best guy out there, mate. Fury's the best guy out there for me. But look, that's an opinion.
He's the best.
There's
So
no opinion.
So
look, there's no
Wilder
opinion
makes you the
when it
best.
comes to
So
the
you
result
obviously
of the
think
Wilder
highly
fight.
of Wilder.
That's
so
facts.
whenever you're done with all that cute shit, just be honest.
It's not cute. Listen, if facts is cute to you,
that shit.
if facts is cute to you, then I'm sorry. I don't know what to say to you. Look, I'll tell you what's cute. Opinions. And that's what you're coming out of. I'm coming out with facts. The facts are, none of them were true. And listen, he got his ass whooped. He got beat by a better man. He never would have won that fight. Ever. That night, it could have been even if he'd have walked in with a fucking dressing gown on, it still wouldn't have mattered. Even if he if Tyson Fury had like 20-ounce gloves on, it still wouldn't have mattered. The fact is, he was beat by a better man.